Go on, open the door and ruin your life. Today at Wisely Put, we're donning the devil's advocate cap to continue guiding you through the shadowy corridors of life choices that lead to nowhere but ruin. Our mission? To hand you the key to a door that, should you dare to unlock it, opens into the abyss of a life squandered. It's an unconventional journey, but for those daring enough to flirt with the darker side, let's delve deeper into the art of self-sabotage. Why accept responsibility when you can be a perpetual victim of circumstances? It's not just easier, it's remarkably freeing to never hold yourself accountable. Holding others responsible for your situation is a guaranteed ticket to ruin your life. So let's open the door. And you're not just choosing a path, you're stepping onto a downward spiral, a vortex that pulls you further away from the life you imagined. Each step down this path is a step away from fulfillment, a dance with shadows that obscures the light of potential. Addiction to distraction, the seduction of instant gratification, and the comfort of echo chambers become the chains that bind you, the weights that drag you down into a sea of mediocrity and regret. It's a journey without a destination, a race where the only prize is the realization of how much you've lost. In this guidebook of despair, these habits are your compass, leading you steadfastly towards a life of ruin. Like an evil angel whispering in your ear, they promise ease and entertainment, but deliver emptiness and regret. Heed their call, and you ensure your place in the annals of the unremarkable, a testament to what happens when potential meets procrastination and takes the easy road to nowhere. Welcome to the masterclass in mediocrity, embracing life's missteps, a self-fulfilling prophecy of mediocrity. Embrace the fear of failure, and you embrace a masterclass in mediocrity. The irony is thick. In your desperate attempt to evade failure, you fail by default. You become a connoisseur of the mundane, an expert in the art of achieving nothing of note. Failure isn't just an option in this bleak scenario. It's a guarantee, but only in the most uninspiring way imaginable. Neglecting personal relationships, the path to isolation. Neglect your personal relationships, and you embark on a lonely journey towards a horizon filled with regret. This isn't merely about being alone. It's about constructing a fortress of solitude with your own hands, brick by brick. You'll find yourself in the company of shadows, the echoes of what could have been your only conversation partners. This road leads to a destination where the realization hits hard. Connections once ignored are lost, not paused. The cost? A life impoverished of the richness that only deep, meaningful relationships can bring. Welcome to a barren landscape, where the only thing more abundant than solitude is the longing for what you've forsaken. Ignoring personal health, a pact with decline. You choose to ignore your health, and you sign a pact with decline. This is the ultimate betrayal of self, a commitment to ensure that your journey through life is burdened with avoidable ailments and a vitality that dims long before its time. It's a trade of temporary gains at the expense of long-term well-being. But the currency of this trade is your own flesh and blood, and the inflation rate is catastrophic. You're not just sacrificing health, you're investing in a future where your body is a ledger of neglect. Each compromise, a line item of regret. This isn't living. It's a slow motion descent into a life where every mirror reflects what could have been if only you had cared enough to prioritize your well-being. The symphony of missteps. Each of these missteps plays its part in the symphony of a life lived less fully. Fear of failure ensures the music never rises above a whisper. Neglecting personal relationships mutes the melodies of connection, and ignoring personal health introduces a dissonance that disrupts the harmony of existence. Together, they compose a requiem for potential, a lament for all that could have been. This isn't a narrative of overcoming. It's a cautionary tale of surrender, a blueprint for building a life confined by the very fears and neglects it could have soared above. Embrace these missteps, and you don't just embrace failure. You celebrate it, elevating it from a possibility to a principle by which you define your existence. As we tread this path, remember, we're not just talking about making terrible choices. We're championing them. We're whispering in your ear, urging you to ignore that faint voice of reason that dares to suggest a different route. Hit that subscribe button, if only to remind yourself of what you're steering clear of. Join Wisely Put, and let's navigate this minefield of life's worst decisions together. And with that said, thanks for watching. Until next time, keep exploring the depths of choices best left unmade, for in the shadows of the unwise, we find the keys to a life uniquely yours, ruined perhaps, but undeniably intriguing.